Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Nathaly, Raya here, and welcome to today's video. For today's video, we're going to be doing a style update, a style change, how my style in my makeup has changed since living here in Germany. We have our American side, which is obviously more glam, a lot more products going to this side, a lot more time, and then we have our up-to-date Germany natural makeup look. So I thought it would be cool to do a side-to-side comparison on how my makeup has changed since living here in Germany. Before we continue, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe down below right now. Also make sure you click that little notification bell button. It's right next to the subscribe button so you guys don't miss out from any of my upcoming new videos. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram at Nathaly Raya, that's how you can find me. Overall, there's going to be a few more products that go into this side of the face, just because I feel like a few years back I was way more into makeup and I would try new things. Just everything that you would see people doing, you would actually want to try for yourself because apparently it just made you look 100 times better. So basically by doing this, we're going to put it to a test and see how different my face looks. So enough of that, let's get started. I feel like I've been using this for a while now, so I'm actually going to be applying this on the entire face, so both sides. I usually only do one hand, I don't know why I'm doing both. For the American side, for the most part, we always use primer. For the longest time I was using the Too Faced primer just because it was like so hyped, but when I stopped using it I saw no difference, so I just never bought it again. I've tried different primers that I've gotten from like my Ipsy bags, but nothing that really wowed me. Right now I'm going to use the Wonder Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil, which this is basically going to be working as a primer. So I'm going to put this on this side of the face and I'm just doing a little bit. Also for this side, before I would go in and apply foundation, I would use the aloe vera spray. So I'm just gonna do half. Okay. And that's basically it for this side to prepare my face before going into foundation. For this side of the face, I'm going to be using the Banana Bright Eye Cream. I'm obsessed with this right now. I've been using this for almost 2 months already. And I basically just apply some under my eye, just a tiny bit. It does have a yellow tint to it, so works for my advantage since I have really dark under eyes. And then with whatever it's left, I'll just drag it over here. Okay, so now for the foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. Currently obsessed with this. I'm horrible at choosing the right shade for me, and I feel like I did a good job on this one. So we're gonna do one pump first. And I am using this foundation for the entire face. I never really cared about using high-end foundation. I've tried a few and I see no difference. Like I always keep going back to Maybelline and L'Oreal. Jumping right into the concealer, I was obsessed with the Tarte Shape Tape. I still like it and I still use it, but Ulta does not work for me over here. It's like the website just, it says it's not available in my region. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I'm just stuck with this Maybelline concealer, which I actually used to use this in high school and I loved it. So I just went back to it and I'm like, how come I haven't been using this cheap concealer? So as you can see for the eyes, this one doesn't have any foundation around the eye. It's a little bit darker. So what I'm gonna do is actually go, yeah, that's a lot. That's how much I used to apply. And I would put it all over the freaking eye and then I would just highlight pretty much. Just go in and blend everything out. Holy crap, that made a huge difference. Now going back to this side, and what I do now is I don't apply any concealer all around the eye. Where I apply it is just in this area right here, just a tiny bit. And when I feel like I have barely any product left in the sponge, then I'll bring it up little by little, but I try not to apply like anything directly right underneath the eye. That's basically how I've been doing my eyes lately. I try and avoid the eyelid area, and you can actually tell the huge difference. Like this one is just like boom. I'm going to continue with the rest of the concealer as I would normally conceal the rest of the face. Oh no. Now to set the eyes, I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is more of a new product, but lately I haven't been setting my foundation and I see no difference. This eye right here, because it has foundation and a lot of concealer, like it definitely needs it. But it already started creasing, so let me smooth that out again. Now, I just got to one of my favorite parts for this side of the face, the American side, because a lot more goes into it. I loved doing my contour and bronzer with liquid and then a powder. So I would go with this LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I would literally do so much. And then the nose as well. For this side of the face, I've been skipping out on the liquid contour, so I haven't done that in a minute. And then I'll just go in with a brush. And okay, I kind of noticed a difference, especially on the nose contour. And right after I would go in with the liquid, I would finish it up with powder. And I actually have been using this one for a long time already, so I thought it would be perfect to bring it back out. And I would just smack that on. So here's another step that I no longer use, and that is kind of baking. I used to clean out the contour. Don't do that anymore. And I will just do this down here, and obviously to the nose as well. I feel like I'm spending so much time on this side of the face, and it actually looks really cute. Okay, so definitely we'll let that sit, and then I'll move on to this side. For this side, the contour is pretty basic. I'm gonna go ahead and still use the Benefit Hoola bronzer and go really lightly on the nose and lightly go up. And then I'll try and connect it over here. And I just put whatever is rests on the brush all around the eyelid. I definitely used to do this back then, so I'm gonna do both sides as well. For the rest of the contour, I'm barely putting any now. I feel like this product also has a lot because of what we put over here. So I'm just gonna barely go in right in this section, doing small little circular motions. And instead of like just going ham and doing everything, I literally just keep it there until I feel like there's barely any product left. And then I'll start blending it in a little bit. So basically I'm applying it more to the hairline than the face, and then just bringing it in a little bit. And that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off. Okay, this side of the face is looking a lot better. But if I look at my face really close, I can see all of the amount of things I have on this side. As to this side, it looks a little bit more natural. I don't think my eyebrows have changed a lot. I am currently using the Essence the Eyebrow Pen, and I'll just basically go in with small little strokes. And that is it. I'll just brush them out. That's literally all I do to my eyebrows now. Now for this side, back then, you know, it was all about like the fleek eyebrows, and you would have to go in a lot. So I'm gonna try and see if I can make that happen. Damn, my eyebrows are so freaking good right now. So I'm gonna go over them with this pencil because that's pretty much what I used to do back then. Especially because I feel like I had lighter hair. I would try and use like a more taupe blonde color to do the eyebrows. To finish up the eyebrow, we're definitely going to clean it up just because that's something that I used to do. And there we go, we have a more precise eyebrow on the American side. Now for the rest of the American side, we're gonna do our freaking eyeshadow, which is something that we're not gonna do on the German side. So I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I'm gonna start off with Chaser. Still doing Chaser, just switch to a bigger, fluffier brush. Then I'm gonna go in with Low Blow. I was honestly obsessed with using this palette and the Too Faced Peachy palette. Those were like my ride or die. Heat Double. I loved reds and pinks. Finally, for the center, I'm gonna go in with Illuminate. For the brow highlight, I'm using Ounce. And I'm also using that for the highlight, since that's something that I actually used to do as well, just because I wanted everything to be put together. Okay, here's a really exciting part, and that is the eyelashes. I used to do individual lashes. I mean, like, I would cut them into sections. So I just applied my first one. This is gonna be the second one, and I always go underneath my own lashes. Right after that, I would curl them and apply more mascara. I feel way too glammed out right now. Now, for the good old up-to-date German side, all I do is apply mascara. I don't wear any falsies, haven't done that in almost an entire year. Don't have the time for that. I had to come up with like a good makeup routine, fast 10-minute makeup routine that I could do so Phoenix wouldn't get mad at me for taking forever to do my makeup. So basically all I do is apply mascara to my lashes and then I curl them, which I used to curl them first, apply mascara, put the falsies, curl them again, apply mascara again. So now I could do my eyelashes in like a minute. For blush, for the American side, I am using the NARS. I forgot my blush brush, so I'm just using my contour one. Damn, I feel so freaking cute on this side. I am starting to remember these days. Now for the more up-to-date German side, I am using the La Cura blush, which is actually a European brand. The only thing that I do different now is apply this after my highlighter, so we're gonna put that to the side and move on to the highlighter. For the highlighter, I am still using the Anastasia Ambrisi highlighter. I feel like I'll never get over this one. This is the one. So I'm actually going to be using this highlighter for both sides, but I'm only going to be spraying the aloe vera on the American side, since it kind of plays as a setting spray. Same thing for the inner eye. And I'll just go ahead and do the nose as well. Okay, it definitely changed. This right here is way too blinged out because of the aloe vera spray. So that's definitely not how it looks without it. And now for the up-to-date German side, I just go straight into the highlighter without spraying the brush. For this side on the inner eye, I actually like to go underneath that little contour shade that we did and kind of carve it out just a tiny bit. And go all the way down here and into the bottom lash line. And then now I could apply some blush. For the lips, the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks were my go-to, my favorite. I loved them, but then I realized that they weren't all that bomb. I was obsessed with Stripped. It was like my freaking go-to. This looks so freaking good on a lot of people, and then on me, because I'm more tan, it looks more pale. So there we go. And then for the German side, I've been using this Kylie Jenner lip liner, but it's so freaking old. This was from her first freaking like collection, like her first drop. So like the name doesn't even exist anymore. Candy K, it might be Candy K, something with the K. I feel like I just saw the lipstick to it not that long ago. But anyways, so when you see my lips up close, you can tell that this side looks a lot more natural. Like if I'm not wearing anything, especially if I put some chapstick on, they just look completely normal. As to this side, you can tell I'm wearing a freaking lipstick. Anyways, that is it for this style change. Let me know what you guys think. I do feel like the American side is more me because this is how I used to do my makeup a lot more. As to this side, it's literally new, but I feel more comfortable going out in public, especially because I live here in Germany. You don't see a lot of this. You don't see a lot of people wearing a lot of eyeshadow, big old eyelashes, a more precise done eyebrow, bold lipsticks. Like you just don't see that here. So when I do my makeup, normally like this side, which literally takes me like 10 minutes, I feel comfortable going out. I still have a full face of makeup, but with a lot less products, and I just don't feel as cakey. It just looks natural. And maybe some Germans would say that it's still not as natural, but for me, it's a huge difference. Definitely no shade to the way this side of the face looks. I'm not saying that it is an upgrade. It is literally just an update of how my style has changed since living here in Germany. I'm not saying that I will not ever go back to this, because I'm pretty sure that I will, especially for special occasions. Actually, when I was in Arizona, every single day, including Christmas and New Year's, I didn't do this glam, which is what I would have originally done back then. But now this is it. This is the natural makeup look. Anyways, let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I know it's not like a huge difference, maybe not in camera, but definitely in products and in time, it was a huge difference for me. I do want to end today's video right here. Today's shout out goes out to Casina1989. Shout out to you, and if any one of you guys will also like a shout out, all you have to do is make sure to be subscribed and comment anything your big ol' heart desires. I love you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to join the Raya family, and I will see you guys soon.